So here are the notes for section 4.2. This is a calculator section. So the notes are pretty short. So basically, an example for this, if f of x is a polynomial function of degree n, a really quick example might be something like this. F of x equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. And if you took a second to type that in your calculator, what you're going to notice is a graph of a parabola. Looks something like this. So in this example, this function has degree of 2. That's a second degree function. So the n would be 2 as far as these notes go. And so what this rule is saying is that it has at most n minus 1 turning points. So that phrase, turning points, that just means max or min, which is something we've done before. So when the book asks you to find a turning point, you're being asked to find a max or a min. I'll go through that with the examples. So this particular problem has one turning point. 2 minus 1 is 1. So one turning point. In fact, this is a min, and we could find that on the calculator. F of x, the other part of this rule is that f of x could have n zeros and n x-intercepts. Now remember, n was 2 in this case. This is a second degree polynomial, so usually that means that there's 2 zeros. The zeros happen to be pretty much the same as the x-intercept. And again, your calculator will find that for you. So for this function, we're going to end up finding those 3 points. And again, this point here is called a 0 or an x-intercept. This is also a 0 or an x-intercept. This, we're now going to call that a turning point, but it's also a minimum value. Your calculator will call it a min. Your textbook and I will probably call it a turning point from this point on. And then the special instructions for your assignment go like this. I'm asking you to ignore the instructions in the textbook. So when you get to your homework, these are the 4 steps I'm asking you to complete for each problem, okay? And each of these problems is a calculator problem. The calculator will basically get your answer for part A, for part C, and for part D. But for part B, the y-intercept, your calculator will not do that for you. You are going to have to do that. And I'll show you how to do that in the examples. But all this stuff is stuff we've done before, with the exception of finding x-intercepts on the calculator. We haven't done that. Finding zeros on the calculator. We haven't done that. But remember, part D, the max min, that's stuff we've done on the calculator before. So part A and part C are going to be slightly new, and part B is stuff that we've done before. So follow these 4 steps for your assignment, and I'll have 3 or 4 examples posted as well.